G'day, how are yous all? Remember where we're up to on the journal cover? Well, I hope you're all well and keeping safe as best as you can. And I'm Jenny from Australia in the western suburbs. And this is where we got up to. We did this box. This is part 2. And I've done here. And my little girl Truffles is just demanding something. Anyway, remember I done the cover and I cut this out. I did a boo-boo and then I had to cut this out. So I've sewn it on here. I'm not sure if you can see. I just used grey. I had lots of colours, but I didn't have this purple. So I used a grey. Truffles, excuse me. Yeah. So this is going to go on here. And then I'm going to sew it. And when I sew, I like to start at a corner here because this is the frontage. And I usually like to go down, down, then up, across, down, across, up again and across. So that way when I sew, this part gets sewn here. I don't sew on the spine. I just like to sew down here. So then that whole panel is sewn on each side. So I shall head off. Oh no, I've got to show you first how I'm going to sew it. Not sew it, how I'm going to put this on first to make it stable. So for this particular one, I'm going to use some double-sided tape. It's only to just hold it while I go and sew it because I don't want to glue this one. I will glue the edges later, but for now, I am just going to put some double-sided tape. There we go. And I just put Truffles out because she was still carrying on. This won't hold it forever using double-sided tape unless it was paper. But this is just to hold the fabric down while I'm sewing. It eventually may come off or disembark underneath, but it's not a problem. It just might make a little noise and you have a little noisy journal. So it's not highly important. I'm just going to take this off if I can. There we go. Take this off. Okay, last one. It's actually warmed up. I've got a lot of shadowing going on in here late afternoon because the builders that way make a lot of noise. So this is the only time I can do it unless I do it on the weekends. Okay, here we go. I'm going to line this up as best as I can. Keeping in mind there's my edge. Make sure I've got enough for when I'm sewing. Yep, there's enough up there. I'm going to double check the front. Yep, that's pretty central. Now I'm just going to flatten it down. Don't want too many wrinkles. There you go. I found when I cut this out, this piece, it all started to, and I left it, and it all started to buckle on itself, so pull in with itself. I guess it doesn't matter because it's just all character. But yeah, so I'm going to head off and I'm going to sew this because you don't want to watch that. That could take forever. Anyway, but you can grab a cuppa or a drink and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here I am again. I went off and sewed. I had a little boo-boo here. I unpicked it and then it did it again on the machine. It caught up. That's no big deal. It's still nice and level, a pocket. I've done all this. I did it in a grey. I don't know if you can see the sewing. There we go. Whoops, sorry. So that's all sewed. And you're going to think, well, what about that? Okay, I got my pinching scissors. These ones are actually material, heavy duty material one. I keep using them on paper, but anyway. So what I like to do with my journals is now come along and just a minute. There we go. Is that a little bit better, everybody? Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm in the Melbourne western suburbs of Australia. I got that mixed up first off. So Melbourne in the western suburbs of Australia. South area. And this is all I'm doing. I'm just following this line. Yeah. My eyesight's shocking. So I'm just going to cut this along. Just give me a minute. Okay, here we are. I've trimmed it with the scissors, the pinching scissors, the decorative shape. I've just gone right round and just leaves a nice little clean cut off. A little bit shaggy here and there, but this is a junk journal. These are to be unique. Will that fray? Yes, that'll fray over time, but that'll be part of the character. If this is not what you like, well, you make it a different way. I've already glued the little pieces together that were left where it wasn't sewn. See? That's glued and I've squished it. Does it matter? You can see a little bit of the cardboard. No, it is a junk journal. It's all about character. It's not about perfection. Need to remember that. It's enjoyment, watching, adding, and over time it become unique to your own hands. There we go. Okay, I would like, hopefully I'm in shot, I'm going to open it up. I got a little bit misguided here, but I would like to actually finish this off. I've got this lace here. It's pretty lace, and I'm going to fold it, give it a little fold, and I'm going to put a little top piece on, just to add that little extra, I don't know, it just seems to need a little extra bling, not bling, or character or something. So I'm going to glue this on the top. I go straight across here. This doesn't matter because the pages will sit against. It's not rough. It's not going to break your pages or anything like that. So I'm going to decorate. I'll just trim it here and then I can trim it up. So I will use the fabric glue, tacky one, and do that. So I'm just going to run a bead along here. Yeah, I won't bore you. Okay, I've done that. Nice little bead. That'll dry clear. So that's not a problem. I just folded that over and I can trim this off. Just a normal trim. There we go. This one. Normal trim. There we go. Whoops. Oops, took a little bit of that off. Never mind. A bit more character. Okay, so that needs to dry. And I can't do any more until that dries. So I will say goodbye for now. Catch you later. And I'll do a bit more possibly tomorrow, because it's almost dinner time for me here. Okay, take care, everyone. Thank you. Don't forget to press the like button. Ready? Press. All right, take care. See you soon.